Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is 34 Extended Pictures. Today we are going to be working on a black and white image. We'll turn it to colored. That is what we are going to be doing today. But before we start, please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are here to subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that when we post a new video you get notified. You'll be the first person to enjoy our new video. Thank you so much. Let's get started. So the very first thing we will do here is for us to turn either the clothes or the skin, whichever one you prefer to first of all do. You can go ahead with it. Whichever one you prefer to first do, you can go ahead with it. But in this situation, let's first of all turn the outfit. Let's turn it to the color. We'll come here, we'll go to solid color. We'll pick that color that we want the clothes to be. So I want it like blue. I want the kind of blue picture, blue color rather. I want a blue color on that outfit. I click OK. Once I pick the blue color, I will come here. I'll change the blending mode. Change the blending mode to color. I'll click OK. Once I change the blending mode to color, then I can now click on this white. Look at the white beside the blue color. Click on it, then press Command I on Mac and press Ctrl I on Windows to inverse it. When you've inverse it, now to review the color, you know this place now is now black. To review the color, you paint it white. You pick your brush tools. When you pick your brush tools, if this one is not on black and white, you press your D. Letter D is to turn to black and white. So the upper one will be white, the lower one will be black. So since you are painting the black one, you are painting it white to reveal the color of the outfit. So you make sure the white is at the top. So keep painting. Started painting. In order to make my work, or is it my work or my job, in order to make it easy and faster, what I do most time, I will select the image, because I want the color of the outfit to be different from the color of the background. So I won't want a situation whereby the color I'm giving to the outfit is going to the background. I don't want it. So when I select the image, I will come here to select the image. I will come here, I'll pick my quick selection tools, then select subject. Now I've selected the subject, I'll go back and pick my brush tools. Come to this layer. We are still working on this layer. Now I started painting it white. In this case, it won't extend to the backdrop or the background, whichever one you want to call it. So the only area I'll be careful with is the skin tone, because I don't want the blue to go to the skin tone. The color of your skin is not blue. So I want, just make sure you take your time, because it's not something you want to rush to do. You want to make it perfect. try as much as possible. You can as well zoom it so that you see what you are doing, the edges, so you can see what you are doing. So that's it. In a situation whereby you see that you've extended to the skin area, what you do, you press X to turn this one to black and clean the blue again from the area you don't want it. I'm cleaning it, so you clean it from the area you don't want it, and you bring it back to white by pressing X again on your keyboard. So you look around, you check if you are okay. Because of this tutorial, we can't stay here for so long, so you just check it, make sure you've done a perfect job, the edges. Now take it back and we find this way. Now this color is now blue. Instead of this, we now have this, right? Good. The next thing I want to do, I want to work on the skin tone. I will come here again. I'll go and pick solid color again. And the solid color, I can decide to, okay, let me change the I think I'm fine with this color. Then I will change the blending mode again to color. You can still change the color, you understand? You can still change it later. It's not a must that you should get the same color I'm picking. You can still change the skin color anytime. What you do now, just like the concept you use here, you select this white area and inverse it by pressing Command I on Mac, or if you are using Windows, you press Ctrl I to hide it. Now you have to review it. To review it, you pick your brush tools once again. You make sure this one is on white and you start painting on the area you want the color that we pick to show. Start painting it. Can you see it? Start painting. Just take your time. It's not something you have to rush to do. Take your time. 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 Let's take your time. You can see the way I'm doing it. I don't want to rush, so I'm painting it. Can you see? Still the same concept that I use for the clothes. That is the same thing I'm using. The only difference is just that I change the color, because a skin tone cannot be blue. So you remember when I was trying to paint the the clothes, the outfit, I selected the the image. So the reason why I selected it was because I don't want it to extend to this area, this background area, because I want to give the background area another color. So what I will do, I'll still do the same thing. I'll pick my selection tools, quick selection tools, then I'll select the subject. So in this case, I won't be able to paint this area for now. I can only paint this area. So I'll pick my brush tools back, so I can paint the edge without any issue now. So I can paint, and see this edge, I can paint it without any issue now. Remember, you can zoom it. So zoom it so that you can see it very well. You see what you're doing. Zoom it so that you can see what you're doing. Zoom it so you see what you're doing. See how it's working. Make sure that you are not going to the clothes area. Maintain the skin area, because that is what you're actually working on. So you start painting it. Let's go. It's a gradual thing. We are still painting. Don't be carried away. We're still painting. Just make sure you're doing a perfect job. Don't mess things around. Still painting. Still painting. So zoom back. Now. Make sure you paint very well. Make sure you paint it very well. Make sure you paint very well. Make sure you paint very well. Now, as it is, you will see that it's becoming more like it. So, and you notice that when painting, the color of this eyeball is already changing. So we have to make sure we clean that color, that skin tone color. We clean it off of the eyeball to make it white. Yeah, but you want the color to be on it. So take it back. Now you deselect. Can you see it again? Now you look at this place, you can see that is no balance. This is not balanced. So what you can do two things. Number one, you can try and reduce the flow of your brush and try and blend it. How will you blend it? Instead of painting it white, you paint it black. This time around, you want to blend it. You want to blend it gradually. So you make sure that Now you pick another color for the hair. Now we want to work on the hair. Let's pick another color for the hair. Come here, solid color, or you might not pick solid color this time around. You can just go to hue and saturation, click on this Colourize, and let's see how you want the hair to look like. And if you're okay with the color of the hair, inverse it and start painting again. Remember I told you, because you don't want it to extend to the background, select again, pick your quick selection tools, select the object. Now go back to your hue and saturation layer and pick your brush tools. Then you want to reveal it. You know it's in black, so you have to paint it white to make sure that the color that is there will show. So the hair we're working on now. Start painting, start painting, start painting. Start painting. So you start painting. So if you find, you deselect again by pressing Command D or Control D on your window. If you are using Mac, you press Command D. If you are using Windows, you press Control D. Then we've done all this. Are you fine with this color? If you're not totally fine with the color of the what is it called, the outfit, you can reduce the opacity here. Then you come to the skin layer. You can still reduce the opacity as well, but as it is, I think I'm fine. Then you come here, you can reduce the opacity if you're not fine with it. I think I put it in 90. If you look at it, you can still adjust so many things. Now remember, that's why I said you should look at it very well. Look at the teeth. The teeth color has changed. You have to make sure that you bring it back to white. How do you bring it back to white? Look at this layer, the skin tone layer. That's the one that is affecting the teeth. What you do, you clean the color of the teeth. You change this one to black. Now start painting. You can increase your flow back and start painting. Cleaning it off to make sure that the color of your teeth is white. The color of your teeth is white. So bring it back. As it is, I am not 100% satisfied with it. I can still add color. It's like the color is not, because if you look at skin, generally the color is not just one. So I can come here and this layer I can Ctrl J it. When I Ctrl J it, the upper one I will double click on the color. I can change the color to something. I just want maybe something reddish, so that I'll be having different color. So I can now reduce, or I will reduce it. I will come here, I will double click. When I double click, I want to remove the red from the highlight. So I start removing it. I'll press Option key down to split this into two, because I want to have I want to have more than one color on the skin tone. So I'll click, if I'm satisfied, I'll click OK. You can see there's a little different there, just to make it real. So I can see some area here that I don't really 100% okay with. So I can reveal it. I want to show it more. Yeah, good. So as it is now, I think I'm fine. So the next thing I need to work on is the background. I want to change the color of the background. So for me to change the color of the background, to make it easy, let me just select. I'll select it, the subject, then I'll inverse it. And I inverse it. I'll press Ctrl Shift I on the window, then I press Command Shift I on Mac to take it back, to flip it back. Then I'll pick hue and saturation to change the color of the background. Colourize. What color do I want to change it to? I think I want to change it to something like a deep blue. So I can change something. I think I'm fine with this. Saturate a little bit. Good. What text do I want to do? This lips, I kind of want to change the color a little bit. I want it to be different from the skin. So I can come here and come to solid color. What color do I want the lips to be? Let me pick red. I pronounce red. I click OK. Inverse it. Then I want the color to appear on the lips. I'll change the blending mode to color. So then I start painting. Note that you have to do a very clean and neat job. Don't rush to do things like this, so that at least, you know, if you really want to do it, you might end up spending almost like 5 hours on just a picture. You look at it again. You can even save it and go and do something else. You come back to it and look at it again. Look at it. Are you fine with it? So it's not something you just pick and no. It takes time, because you need to perfect so many things. If I'm to be doing this, it will take me a longer time to do it, and I don't want the tutorial to take time, but it's just the concept. So as it is, the red is too pronounced. It looks as if I'm a woman. So you can reduce the opacity now. Reduce it. Reduce it. You see that there's different. You can change the color anyway at any time. You can still change the color. Can you see that I changed the color here? So you can change the color. So you can see before and after. Before, then after. Now as it is, I think I'm fine. Now, so you can group it so that you can see the entire before and after. Press Command G, so you can now see before, after. Did you get it at all? That is how you can turn your image from black and white to a colored picture. From black and white to a colored picture. Thank you so much for this class. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Press the bell icon so that you get notified when we post a new video. Thank you so much, and God bless you.